fellow Toastmasters.
Good morning.
Have any of you experienced short-term memory loss?
I just did.
Other than during the speech.
Would anyone like to share their most recent short-term memory loss? I just need 3 people to respond, please.
I already did.
Josephine, would you just share, just for one sentence?
Yeah, during the speech with interest rates, I mean, of course, you know.
Yes.
I knew these.
Anyone else? Barbara?
I have the name of a person on the tip of my tongue, and yet it doesn't come out. There's a delay in the time in which I think of the person and the time that I enunciate that person's name. And then on the minute later, I say, oh, that's who I was talking about. So that happens to me a lot.
Anyone else? Well, I have short-term memory loss. And I was not even aware I was experiencing short-term memory loss until maybe a couple years ago. I would wake up in the morning and I would start making up my bed. And I would stop in the middle of making up my bed and I would go to the bathroom and I'd start brushing my teeth. I would, instead of continuing to brush my teeth and wash my face, I would stop there and I would go and cut on my computer. So I don't know how long I had been doing this. But that morning I said to myself, what are you doing, Betty? This is not multitasking. You gotta start finishing whatever you're doing. So I decided at that point that I was experiencing short-term memory loss. So what I started doing at that point, I decided whatever I started, especially in the morning time, I would finish it. Like if I was going to brush my teeth, I'm going to brush my teeth, I'm going to wash my face, or if I'm going to put oil on my hair, what I'm going to do while I'm there, I'm going to do that. If I'm going to make up my bed, I'm not going to stop in the middle and start doing something else. I decided that I was going to finish the task that I was doing. And it's really becoming mindfulness. And I just realized what mindfulness really means. It means being in the present. Not in the past, not in the future. Just focus your mind on the present. So I read the other day that your initial recall memory is in your frontal lobe. And then they talked about other type of lobes that you have and neurons and stuff like that in your brain. But one thing I've noticed that I've started doing, and maybe it'll be helpful for you, is that if I know I need something for the next day to take with me, like if I need my book, if I'm going to a class, I put my book inside my purse. If I need to take a paper, instead of leaving it on the printer, I'm going to take it out and I'm going to leave it at a place where I know I'm going to see it. So that helps where you don't even always, you don't have to take notes or keep a list. Your list, you're going to target your list of things to do. You're going to put it out in the open where it's going to trigger your brain to go right back to that wherever you left it at. So another thing I'm realizing that since I'm aware of this short-term memory loss, every day I think of ways that I'm going to not forget anything. And I think I'm really improving on that, especially living here in Atlanta, the metro, here in Atlanta. Because I use Google Maps to get to different places. So one thing you have to really be alert when you're driving if you don't know the driving direction, especially here in Atlanta. So I think being alert, not assuming different things, assuming assuming that the other driver gonna do something that that he's not gonna do. You have to be mindful of your driving and the other person driving. So I noticed that my short-term memory, I feel like I'm functioning now as a 25-year-old. So I want you to start thinking about things you can do as you get older in order to stay focused and pay attention, because although you may think, your memory and your brain function is going downhill, however, you can activate that brain that you can function like never before.